Microsoft boasts its new Xbox One X is the most powerful games console in the world. They've stopped short of calling it the most powerful console in the galaxy. I suspect they're saving that accolade for the machine that comes after this one. But there's good reason for all of this talk of power, and that is down to what lurks under the hood of this console. It has an 8-core processor running at 2.3 GHz, a 6 teraflop GPU, 12 gig of memory, and a 4K Blu-ray player thrown in for good measure. This means the machine can pump out 4K 60 frames per second graphics in HDR.
Stunning.
What those numbers and specs mean is that this box is capable of producing much sharper, crisper and more detailed graphics than the old Xbox One S, which had a maximum resolution of 1080p, which is eye-offending high definition, as it's now probably known. But that increase in graphical grunt doesn't mean that games all of a sudden look photorealistic. Images are sharper for sure, with an increase in things like lighting effects,
Damn it,
detail, and faster frame rates. But this is still an evolution in graphics rather than a revolution.
Push hard!
What it does mean is that there is an incredible level of detail in the graphics. Look at this Porsche that I'm driving in Forza. I've managed to crash it and scrape it a couple of times, and you can see every single dent and ding that I've put in the car, every single little bit of chipped paintwork. It really is very, very detailed. The One X can play games made for the older Xbox, but some titles will be enhanced, like Rise of the Tomb Raider here, which boasts upgraded 4K graphics and a higher frame rate, which makes everything look smoother. These enhancements won't be standardised though. Microsoft says it's up to developers how they choose to use the extra grunt the One X provides. This new visual virtuosity is great if you own a 4K TV. But if you're using an HD screen, the One X can give games a graphics boost as well, making them look better than they would on the old machine. But how do they achieve this? Witchcraft? Or more precisely, super sampling, a technique that allows all the detail and information in a 4K image to be scaled down to fit into a 1080p screen, which I suppose is a form of silicon sorcery. Apart from prettier visuals, the new machine should enjoy faster load times, and unlike its 4K console rival, the PS4 Pro, the One X has a 4K Blu-ray player fitted as well. So the box does more stuff than the PS4 Pro, but it's also more expensive than the PS4 Pro as well. Microsoft is keen to say that this is the world's most powerful console, but it's also the most expensive at £449, and I think that might be the biggest hurdle that the Xbox One X has to overcome, its price. And as the games the machine plays are essentially the same as those on its less powerful older sibling, the One S, this console is probably only going to appeal to those with spare cash burning a hole in their pocket and a 4K TV on which to watch the prettier pictures the machine produces.
Well, that's cast rather a gloom over things, hasn't it, lads? What a drag he is!